I got to point out during COVID, here's a different narrative to you. The homeless that were too dirty to harvest their organs, right? Instead of giving beds in the hospital, were kicked back out on the street, statistically, right? Then the people that had houses and healthy organs that got the jab, right, or whatever else, all of a sudden are dying off and getting all their healthy, clean organs harvested. So you tell me which narrative you want to trust and believe in, But what I've watched is the medical industry go to steal houses one way or another because they came up with that leasing program where they'll pay like all your debts and get your house after you die, right? That is totally a scam. You are harvesting the person's life, a livelihood, and their family's future, And unless the family has enough to pay back the debt, they can't get the house. Like, no. I've watched so many families get human trafficked, including my own, through jail and stuff like that, and drugged and everything else, that it's my older sister's friends, my older sister that would candy flip, that's been having me set up and drugged by her friends since I was younger. She's the one in my parents' house that I want removed right now, right? I want any and all of her hair that's found in the house, on the property, in her supposed room, drug tested. I want her car done a full sweep, including her intake fence inside for the circulatory air. No, I don't think you get it. Like, I haven't even begun to step forward, but I'm doing just evidence and due process because my whole family left my dad to basically die in his own fecal matter, and also the rats and the cats and the mice defecations, right? And so when it comes down to it, I called CPS on this, Adult Protective Services, after they went to run me through jail. I'm not the fucking rat. I turned around to step back up and be like, no, this isn't right. I literally went to clean up this whole house. There was literally clean towels in this drawer, still 10 years later, right? And my dad's still alive because I pulled the bottles out of his hands and helped him get sober because he got in an accident with my mom driving. My mom's horrible at driving. She purposely brakes and gases at intersections, like she's trying to get hit when the light turns green, right? My mom by no means necessarily should be driving. Hopefully it's been caught on lock cameras what she's been doing without her realizing it, But no, she's been an endangerment to our family. She's been highly abusive and highly aggressive. She whipped me around by my hair somewhere between the ages of 10 and 13, and maybe I say between 10 and 13 because my life was so traumatic growing up that I tried not to think about it so much. And I can't go living through my past, but for the people that have gone to try to sweep the rug out from under my feet and take a future away from me at all because of their drug use, like my older sisters, no. When you're candy flipping at between 13 and 16, you two, and fighting aggressively because you're high in drugs, not because you're two hormonal girls sharing a room, yeah. It gets chaotic for your whole family because you keep bringing over your druggy boyfriends and you marry a satanic worshiper. Yeah, no. It's time for this to stop.